Well, Clos is situated at the crossroads of the world in Dubai International Airport, and it appeals to a very diverse group of global travellers. You know, there's a whole history around Grange which is fascinating, and you can uncover that by visiting the installation. You get to see every single vintage of Grange produced from 1951 to the current vintage at 2010, and it's a piece of Australian history. Well, at Clos we've built up a number of partnerships with some of the best producers of fine wine around the world, and this gives us unique access to some of these quite incredible collections. The range at Clos starts at $28 right through to $195,000 and covers wines from all over the world, from all major producing fine wine regions. I think what is fascinating about Grange is it's the longest living fine wine from the New World, you know, outside of France, Italy and Spain. First produced in 1951, it was the dream of the then winemaker Max Schubert, who started the production, and it's continued to this day, unbroken with every vintage produced.
This collection at Clos is so special because it goes right from the first vintage up to the current, just released 2010 Grange. It amazingly also includes the very, very, very rare 1953 Grange Cabernet, which is a wine that most people don't even know about. It's a one-off, a Block 42 Cabernet from the year 1953. So that's in there as a little bit of a bonus, a little bit of a surprise. In fact, I only wish I had more money myself. This collection contains many bottles that have been through a Penfolds recorking clinic. Now, to qualify for these recorking clinics, the wines must be 15 years or older, and of course many in the collection going right back to the 1950s qualify. So when a wine goes through a recorking clinic, it must be as that vintage should be in that given year. It doesn't have to be the world's best example, but it has to pass a point of acceptability. And they have been signed off in conjunction with Christie's. So when you see a wine from the 1960s or the 1950s, with that certification, with the new capsule, with the new cork, stamped and dated, you know you've got the real thing that has been recently certified. So this collection certainly fulfills those constraints. The Clos is an excellent fit for the showcasing of a Penfolds Grange set. You couldn't ask for a better place. One of the world's busiest airports in Dubai. Their location within that airport, the number of passing traffic, their staff, they're all WSET qualified. They speak over 20 different languages. So from a showcasing perspective, I don't think we'd ask for a better place. These vintages are very, very rare, and not only those, the first vintage, 1951, there were only 3 barrels made of it. Now, 3 bottles just appeared at our Sydney recorking clinic just recently, and also in Melbourne. Now, you don't get much change out of $60,000 American per bottle. So people are paying for rarity, quality, and this thing we call Grange. Now, I can't afford those, so I can't afford the current ones, but I'm saving up to buy the current 2010. This collection has been immaculately transported from Australia to Dubai. Perfect temperature control, minimal vibration, everything you would do other than physically carrying the single bottles yourself in the aeroplane. Now, I only hope that the new owners, upon purchase, look after that collection as well. The installation at Dubai Airport of the Clos collection benefits everyone. Because they've done it right, everyone wins. The storage, the showcasing, the accessibility, just that whole feel of what fine wine is about, its encapsulation in that collection, everyone's a winner.
Well, DNATA was established here in Dubai over 50 years ago and is the key provider of all the ground handling services for the airlines flying here. More recently, since about 2007, we've expanded globally with operations now spanning from the UK down to Australia. In this instance, obviously, we partnered closely with Clos to bring this exceptional wine collection here to Dubai. Well, partnering with all parties involved, the airline, Emirates Sky Cargo of course, Freightworks here in Dubai and Clos, a very close coordination to make sure that this valuable wine was transported safely and arrived here in perfect condition. Well, DNATA handles more than 1.6 million tonnes of cargo globally every year, and so we feel like we are fairly well versed in handling of special cargoes. In this instance, the wine was shipped in a special container which is temperature and temperature controlled, insulated container to ensure that the environmental conditions are maintained all the way through the transport process. We're delighted to have been involved in this project. Obviously a very prestigious wine collection, and for DNATA and DNATA here in Dubai to have been involved in transporting the wines up here to Clos is very good for us. The wines were transported in a temperature controlled environmental container. We can monitor and control the temperature remotely and ensure that the wines arrive in the perfect condition.